Thank you for tuning in for our first session of the Lost Mines of Phandelver campaign. We are playing these live on Twitch, and I will be uploading the videos sometime after, but before the next session happens. That way, if anybody misses it and wants to catch up, they're more than welcome to. I've edited out some of the long pauses. I do have a bit of a cold, so I do cough a bit. I try to edit out as many coughs as I can, so I apologize for that. I also have push to talk on, so there are a few times where I am talking with chat, or I am talking over some of the players as they sort of decide what they want to do. I'm going to be working on getting better so I'm not covering up their plans. But I've already got about 5 of these sessions recorded, so it might take me a little while to kind of make that adjustment as you listen through these. And as always, first session is always a little awkward. Everybody's a little quiet, kind of feeling it out. So I think things really start to take off in around session 2 or 3. At the time of this being uploaded, like I said, we've played about 5 sessions, I believe. Let's get started. Thanks, guys. All right, so we're gonna dig into it. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of background info before we kind of get started, situated in here. So we are playing in the Sword Coast, and which is the setting of the Forgotten Realms. So more than 500 years ago, clans of dwarves and gnomes made an agreement known as the Phandelver's Pact, by which they would share a rich mine in a wondrous cavern known as Wave Echo Cave. In addition to its mineral wealth, the mine contained great magical power. Human spellcasters allied themselves with the dwarves and gnomes to channel and bind that energy into a great forge, where magic items could be crafted. Times were good, and the nearby human town of Phandelver prospered as well. But then a disaster struck, when orcs swept through the north and laid waste to everything in their path. A powerful force of orcs, reinforced by evil mercenary wizards, attacked Wave Echo Cave to seize its riches and magic treasures. Human wizards fought alongside their dwarf and gnome allies to defend the Forge of Spells, and the ensuing spell battle destroyed much of the cavern. Few survived the cave-ins and tremors, and the location of Wave Echo Cave was lost. For centuries, rumors of buried riches have attracted treasure seekers and opportunists to the area around Phandelver, but no one has ever succeeded in locating the lost mine. In recent years, people have resettled the area of Phandelver and is now a rough and tumble frontier town. And now we're going to go to the party.
Hello, I am party.
So you guys are settled in to a small little bar known as the Rust Bucket. It is in the town of Neverwinter, which is a big city. Full of wealth, riches. It's known for its arts, and pretty much you can find pretty much all races across the city. Where's Plankton? And you find yourself settling in for the night. There are rooms available. Right now, you guys are all at tables. While you listen to the sort of hustle and bustle of people coming in, getting drinks, laughing. Excuse me. And you guys might notice there are 2 people sort of sitting away from everybody in the very back corner. But just as you might notice that, somebody bumps into you, Alain, on his way to the bar.
I turn around to look and see who it is.
You see a tired-looking man who you assume to be a field worker. His pants covered in mud. He's got bits of leaves caked over his boots. And he seems to be sort of in a hurry. As he bumps into you, he kind of just grumbles, "Watch where you're going." And he looks to just continue on his way. Do you do anything? Do you say anything?
I look back and I tell him, "But I'm sitting down."
Well, you're clearly in the way, and he's just gonna kind of continue on towards the bar.
Well, I don't do anything else. He can go to the bar.
Let's see.
Ronan, were you about to do something?
I'm just like looking over things. I'm thinking about. I'm controlling myself.
Okay. So Elaine, you watch this guy continue onward towards the bar, and he sort of bumps into this fellow in front of him, who is just kind of standing near the bar drinking his ale, and he doesn't respond as kindly. He whips around and he's going to throw his cup at the man as he yells, "Watch where you're going!" And the cup is going to soar across the room.
Wait, who's throwing what? Or which one of them is throwing? I wish we could see your cursor. Okay, we can see you ping. Okay, good. Okay, that's what I thought. Excellent.
And this half drank cup of ale is going to slam into this man sort of enjoying his dinner here. Who in turn is going to start flinging food around, and it starts to turn into an all-out brawl. Food and drinks are flying everywhere, and one of them smashes into you, Ronam.
Mm-hmm. Which one? Which one of them did it?
You're not sure, right? You can roll me a perception check to see if you can pinpoint the exact target. There's a lot of stuff flying around.
Is it? Oh, it's not a person who.
It was kind of just you're caught in the crossfire of this sort of.
It's food.
You got hit with like a half-drank mug of ale.
You know what? I will roll a perception check to see who threw it.
With a 16, you see that he threw it.
Okay. I, in turn, throw my full mug of ale. You know what? No, I decided to escalate things and throw my chair. So I stand up and attempt to throw my chair at him.
Hell yeah. Can you make me just a straight attack roll?
Oh. How would I go about doing that without rolling off the weapon?
You can just roll straight, strength.
Strength, that's what I thought. Okay.
Oh, no.
With a 23, you throw the chair with such force. Sorry, I have a lot of stuff moving around. That it knocks him off his seat. Also knocking into the two men that had started the altercation in the first place. Mm-hmm. And one of the table legs sort of flies off, causing this barmaid down here to slip and fall. As more food kind of starts to fly. Some of it hits our kobold friend Snowloo.
No. I just turn around and stand on the table because of the
Oh, I like this. This is a good strategy for our kobold friend. Just to get a little height.
Any sitters?
So there's food covering me now?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
And the poor barmaid is on the floor.
I'll climb down the table and try to help her out to get back up.
Okay. As you do this, these two men on the northern wall are going to start kind of walking towards Ronam.
Oh, damn.
Oh my god, we have some orc racists here. Singling me out in the crowd.
They're going to try and push past Elaine. Like, they kind of like try to push you out of the way.
I don't let them push me out of the way. And I push them back.
As you push the one on the left back, he sort of stumbles back and drops his, like, he had his mug of ale with him, like he was going to hit Ronan with it, and it drops on the table and ale splashes all over Loki.
Oh, wonderful. I stand up and just roar. That's all I do.
Okay, why don't you... Are you trying to roll like an intimidation check? Like, are you trying to intimidate them? Are you just trying to like get their attention? What do you want to
Just to
accomplish
get
with
their
this roar?
attention.
Okay. All right, you have garnered their attention. As you roared, you startled this lady drinking food at the bar. And as she's startled, she kind of jolts, and her mug flies and smashes into Erebus.
Jolt. That's like 10 feet. Like,
She was
she
drinking
like
food.
threw it. 10 feet. I love it. She's very scared.
Also startled by the noise, I'm turning around to see just where exactly this is emitting from. The roar.
You would immediately see Loki roaring in the back, who has sort of gotten almost everybody's attention.
Okay. I look at him. Tempted to roar myself.
Do you?
No, I don't.
So Lane, you're kind of pushing these guys back away from Ronam, who seems to possibly have become your drinking buddy. So they're kind of pushing you back. They're kind of roughing you up a little bit. These these guys over that started it are kind of shoving each other. Go a little cross-handed here to make this happen. They're kind of in like a shoving match. And this guy is losing to the sort of the rough and tumble field hand man. So as they're kind of pushing themselves around, he gets knocked back, and he's gonna accidentally knock over this lady.
What is this
stool.
red thing on the bar, by the way?
It's supposed to be a plate.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I just wasn't sure.
Unfortunately, everything has to be token sized, so it's just this like huge plate.
It's a man-sized plate.
So she accidentally she falls off her stool and falls into Erebus as they're sort of like shoving each other around the bar.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of try to pick her up. Sorry about this. And I'm just gonna try to like at least get her on the stool behind me. Then I'm gonna probably try to get into a little bit of a scuffle with these not so gentlemanly gentlemen.
Okay, what would you like to do? Pet the mods.
At the very least, just try to like probably like see if I can grab. Like I'll grab the plate. I'll try to smash it against one of their heads.
Okay, as you smash a plate on his head, the one that kind of got knocked over, sort of just goes slump, like he's knocked out. Did you add Pet the Mods, Gav? That's probably my favorite one.
Are these people still trying to like shove me?
So I'm actually gonna push past.
Oh, calm down. I grab the stool I'm sitting on and attempt to knock one of them out with the stool.
Okay.
Since they're being so rough.
Make me a strength roll.
Kill this poor man.
Now, the
Which
bartender,
one is this?
He knocked over the right one.
So well, he's distracted with that one. I'm gonna push past him and grab the other one just by his shirt and shout in his face and try and intimidate him.
Roll me an intimidation check. He's intimidated as hell.
Can he be intimidated enough to run out the door?
Yeah, he just sprints out the door.
And he pisses a little bit as he runs.
Yeah.
This is gone.
Just flings it everywhere.
Thank you for adding those emotes, Gav.
Well, this guy is gone. He's out on the floor.
So that was a roar. That was like an orc roar.
So at this point, things are starting to settle down a little bit. The bartenders come around to kind of subdue the original like aggressor, and he's kicked him out of the bar.
Lovely. I politely put my stool back where it was while he's being escorted out.
He's gonna go check on his patrons, the one that got knocked over that Erebus helped, and the waitress. As he passes you, he's gonna kind of give you guys a little nod and just be like, sorry about the trouble. Sometimes it gets a little rough around here.
I walk over to him and I ask him, are you the person I'm supposed to talk to about getting a room?
I am. If you, it's one gold per night. It's not the best room, but it's a room. It's got a roof and a bed.
All right. Can I pay for that now or?
Yes. Yeah. Why don't you? Yeah. Come to the bar and I can help you out. So as he's kind of helping you with the bar and you're paying, this sort of not necessarily elderly but kind of older looking knight is gonna come up to you.
All right.
Followed by a stout little dwarf. As he approaches you, he's going to get your attention.
I'm gonna go over here. And I say, you were very loud. That was good.
Thank you. I'm just tired and I don't want to deal with people.
So as you guys are having this conversation, this sort of older knight walks over to Elaine. That was quite a hit with the chair you did there.
Oh, well, thank you, I guess.
We noticed that you seem to be pretty strong. We saw the sword and your armor. We happen to be looking for some people to help with the job. And we were wondering if you would be interested.
It depends on what the job is.
It's pretty simple, but I've got a few more people to talk to. Let me go see if you're interested. I'd like to just talk to everybody in a group.
Just let me know when. I'm trying to buy a room right now.
Is that half-orc gentleman somebody that you are acquainted with?
I was just sitting next to him, but he seemed to handle the other guy.
He is going to continue on his way down to talk to Erebus. As they pass, the dwarf gives you a little nod, Elaine.
I nod back and then turn back to the barkeep.
Erebus, as you these gentlemen approach you, and like they did with Elaine, they're going to kind of gather your attention. The dwarf is letting the knight kind of do all the speaking. Hello there. We noticed that you hopped in and were kind of strong and help protect this nice young lady here.
Yeah, sorry about that. As I kind of turn towards the barkeep, here's for the plate, and I'm gonna just give him 1 gold.
He's gonna he'll pass the gold back to you. This happens a lot. It's not necessarily your fault. Yo, how is it going, Maida Berry?
I appreciate that.
How are y'all doing tonight?
So,
thank you so much for
what
the
is it
raid.
that you're
Welcome in.
looking for? Are you looking for aid or something, or just to praise?
Well, we happen to be looking for some people to help us with the job. We noticed that you might be the right fit.
And what kind of job is this?
If you give me just a few moments, I can give you all the details. I have a few more patrons I'd like to talk to you because we're gonna need more than a few people to help us. Thank you so much for the raid, Maid Berry. How are you doing
I'm
tonight?
gonna roll a perception check to see if any drinks survive the fight.
Yeah, there's one sitting on a table. The guy that Elaine knocked out surprisingly had like set his cup down on that far table along the north wall. Doing good. Just made your first character? Heck yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, that's too far.
Are you?
I'm gonna go up to the bar.
Okay. Are you starting a campaign, a one
To
shot?
order another drink.
On your way to the bar, this knight will see that you're walking up there, and he'll kind of stop you.
Here, I'll go right here. Kind of just look at him.
My friend, I noticed that you were rather strong, and I would like to talk to you, as well as you. And he kind of gestures to Snowlu, and he looks at you quizzically, as you are wearing a cobalt skull on your head. Planning on playing with some friends in the future. That's so awesome. What kind
Is
of
he a
character did you
kobold
make?
with another kobold skull on his head?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Kenkus are a lot of fun. That's awesome.
Is the barmaid okay?
Yeah, she's fine. She's just like, oh, sorry to trouble you. I'm kind of used to this. This does happen a lot around here, but it pays well. Thank you for helping me up.
You're very welcome.
I like how accepting people are of kobolds in this setting.
This town sees quite a few different races kind of come through.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
So they are,
Yeah, it's pretty normal.
yeah.
They
Plus
clearly
it's,
still don't like orcs.
plus it's not.
Those guys didn't.
Yeah, it's disgusting. The night continues. We're trying to hire some folks for a job, and you, my friend, and he gestures to Snow again. We're very quick to react, and my big friend here, you are very strong, and we think that you guys would be a good fit. Would you happen to be interested? It does pay.
It's kind of strange to offer a job and flatter us, but not give us any details.
I want it. It pays.
Yes, it does. It does pay. We have details for you. We are trying to gather a bit of help. We just talked to the two gentlemen at the bar as well, and we wanted to sit everybody down at once to go over the details. And I have one more fellow to talk to.
Well, I would love to hear anything you have to offer over a drink that I know you'd be happy to buy for us.
Of course. And he's going to look over at the bartender, and he's gonna hold up his hand. It's kind of like trying to signal that he wants 5 drinks. Yo, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Can I, like,
that is too
drag
kind.
this
That is too
guy's
kind.
unconscious body away, or is he not actually there anymore?
You can just kind of like push him off to the side.
Okay,
It's fine.
I'll stand on his head.
Only the Dragonborn.
I
That's
stand on
better.
the body.
I'll just stand.
Gary,
I'll
thank
just
you so
like
much for the
stand over
host.
him. I won't
So
even
used.
move him.
So the bartender begins fixing up some drinks, which are here. It's just essentially ale.
That's fine.
He's gonna pass Erebus, Ronam, Elaine, and Snowlu one as they make their way over to our Dragonborn Warlock.
Are they like coming towards me?
Yeah, as they come up to you, he's gonna go, that was quite the mighty roar you had. Seemed like one of a strong fellow. Not
I
entirely
just
sure.
I just look at them with a
That's cool, that's
deadpan look, like I'm just tired.
He's gonna keep talking to you. Uh, well, we happen to be looking for some folks to help us with the job. It of course pays.
Mm-hmm.
See you later. Thank you so much for stopping in. Thank you for the raid.
How
It's
much
really
does it
appreciated.
pay?
I'll have a little more info for you. We've got a few other folks that we're trying to get. Gonna if you head to the bar, we've got a drink waiting for you, and then we'll kind of discuss things all together. Gav, thank you for giving
Okay.
Midbury a shout out.
I get up.
It is
Oh,
the raid was super
slowly.
appreciated. I wish you the best
Slowly.
with your character and your D&D endeavors. It's a ton of fun, especially if you've never played before. So as you guys have your drinks, they're gonna ask you guys to kind of come to this back corner where they originally were.
As I get up to walk, I give my drink to Ronam and make my way around to sit at this table facing
I
them.
also give my drink away. I'm too small to drink.
Okay.
Right.
I carry all
Stand
three of the
right
drinks.
there.
It's all yours. I'll go over here.
And I'm gonna lean on I'm gonna just lean on this table here. And set one of them down and have a drink in each hand.
Double fisting it. Hell yeah. So they're going to do this time. The dwarf walks forward. Hello. Sorry. Hopefully we're not inconveniencing you too much. Like my companion said, we're looking for some folks to help us with the job. This right now, what we need is just a group of people to take a wagon of supplies to the town of Phandelver, and just that alone will net you some gold, and then there may be more work afterwards if you happen to be interested.
Exactly is
I
the card.
Well, I will do it, but
I was
also
planning
wanna
on heading
know-
south anyway, so
I'll take
so
your
it'll give me some
job,
gold.
but I'm curious as to why you need 5 strong arms for something as simple as leading a wagon.
There have been rumors of a lot of goblins on their way to Phandelver, and the supplies are important to what our long-term goal is.
Do you not have a town guard that can handle this?
We could try and hire the guard, but most are kept within the town.
Well, I'll
How
take your
far
job.
is said town?
The question is, how much gold does it pay to bring this cart with the threat of?
So, sorry, I'm still learning names. Loki, you would have an idea of where Phandelver is. It's a bit of a ways.
Like, is it like a day's travel, 2 days, a day and a half?
I would say, sorry, I'm flipping through my map. I want to say it's 5 days.
Oh, okay. How much are we paying? Being paid?
To deliver the wagon safely will net you each 10 gold. And like I
I'll
said,
do it for
there's
5 now. And
10
10 when we
gold?
get there.
10 gold for going somewhere I was going anyway. Sounds like a deal to me.
he looks at you, Snowlu, and he's like, no, it's 10 gold on delivery. That part is not negotiable. Because what
Per
Yeah.
person?
per person?
Oh.
Can I roll
Well, it seems
for
like
that?
a simple enough job.
Do you mean like 10 gold a day?
No, 10 gold each upon delivery.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll
10
do it.
gold's a pretty decent amount.
Fine.
What exactly is this cargo that we're delivering?
The cargo, it's going to be packed with mostly mining supplies, as well as some dry rations. There's flour, salted pork, kegs of ale. He's going to kind of glance at Ronam and just be like, and we'd like
I
to...
glance back.
He just notices the 3 cups of ale.
It's 1 cup now.
Oh no! He continues. Shovels, picks, crowbars, lanterns, just a lot of mining equipment, essentially, and some provisions. Captain, was the game not set to Dungeons and Dragons? Thank you for setting it.
When are we leaving? Is it today?
You would leave in the morning. We're going to leave tonight, and you guys can get your rest. We can take care of your rooms for you, and you can head out in the morning.
Sounds good.
Lovely.
That's very generous of you to pay for our rooms and meals.
Well, hopefully, we can continue working together if this things go smoothly. There's more gold in it for you if you decide to stay on with us.
We'll see. I can't speak for my apparent co-workers here, compatriots here, but we'll see.
Sometimes it just doesn't change.
Let us start with.
Because I remember
this
having
job,
to scroll through like all the D&D stuff.
and then see how, and then I will see how I'm feeling.
Sounds fair enough. But if we can go through all of this, you should come out mighty wealthy. And he will, if nobody has anything else to say to the dwarf, he's going to kind of walk over to the bartender.
Nope, I'm good.
Nope. Don't believe I do.
Okay, so this gentleman, he's going to introduce himself. So sounds like we possibly might be getting to know each other a little better, depending on how things go. The kind of like older knight that originally had talked to you. He's going to introduce himself as Sildar. I am essentially just been hired on as our patron Gundren's bodyguard. Like he mentioned, he and I will be taking the first wagon out tonight, and you guys will take the second one out in the morning when you're all ready, and we will meet in Phandelver.
Sounds simple enough.
So the situation must be pretty dire at this other town in terms of shortage of supplies.
Phandelver is sort of just coming back together. It's pretty rough right now. But
Coming back together from what?
So something you guys would know, just as sort of like the history of the realm.
Okay, yeah, fill us in.
Phandelver was the town that I kind of mentioned in the sort of like before we started introduction. That was wiped out by like the orc horde along with the mine.
Right, but you said that was a couple hundred years ago?
Yeah, it was 500 years ago.
Okay.
And it's just now more recently kind of starting to come back together like as a town.
Okay.
Think of it as like a frontier town.
Okay, that's fair. All right, that's all I need to know.
And he is going to continue on. Once you arrive in Phandelver, come by Barthen's Provisions to deliver the wagon, and you will be paid.
Nice of you.
What is the roll for?
Oh, that was a roll for perception.
Okay. Wait, okay, before we do any rolls, just let me know that you want to roll and what you're rolling for, and then we'll roll. That way we don't have like a bunch of random rolls randomly
Also,
popping up.
this
You're in a
roll was
secret
kind
roll,
of a
like-
mistake.
Okay.
Because trying to see how everyone else did the rolls, and I'm like, oh, my thing
Yeah.
lights up. Let's see
Yeah,
what
you should be able to
happens.
click on just about anything and have it.
Yeah.
That was partially my
Lovely.
fault. But I'll use that roll for something. Perception.
You can just have. I mean, it's yeah. You can just have it be a perception. Perceive how good looking the bartender is.
Yeah, what do you? I mean,
No,
what are you trying to perceive? Like, what are you trying to? What are you rolling for?
To see if the dwarf wasn't telling us everything. Because I have a feeling that
So that would
what he was
be
saying wasn't all everything.
that would be an insight check. With a 13, he did mention that there is more to this job, but he didn't tell you what it was.
Hmm.
But it's like with a 13, like you're like, all right, this. I mean, he's trying to hire us, and he doesn't seem like he's trying to scam us.
But it doesn't seem like a scam. Okay.
He kind of goes on to tell you that on the edge of town there is sort of like a stable, and that is where the cart is going to be kept. It has 2 oxen with it that'll pull it for you. Somebody's going to have to kind of steer to get them, quote unquote steer, drive, ride, be in charge of the wagon.
Is this something you're? Is this exposition or is this someone telling us this?
Sort of. It's sort of exposition, just to.
Okay. I do have vehicle proficiency, so I volunteer myself to man the wagon.
Hell yeah, we love vehicle proficiencies. Rad. Does anybody? He's gonna
Wait,
kind of like.
do you love vehicle proficiencies?
It's such a weird proficiency to me. Like
No. Well, the thing is,
land vehicle proficiencies, and it's
I took the soldier background that gave it to me, and I'm like, great, I'll never use this. And it turns out we're using it
Right away.
for first night. The first night.
So he's gonna kind of look at all of you, and he's like, "Do you guys have any further questions?"
Can I go to sleep?
No questions.
Nope.
Okay.
No questions.
We're going south. There's goblins. We're getting paid. That's all I need to know.
Yep. All your rooms have been paid for. Gundren, who is the dwarf, is gonna walk over to you, Elaine.
All right.
The bartender mentioned that your room was already paid for, so paying for everybody else's room. I thought we'd pay you back, and he hands you a gold piece.
Well, I take it graciously and put it in my bag.
The Sildar and Gundren are gonna kind of nod to you all, and they start to head out. We'll see you all in Phandelver, and they leave.
Well,
It is late in the evening. You all have rooms that are paid for. What would everybody like to do?
I beckon everyone around to gather around.
well, I'm already here, so
I mean, everyone's close enough. Everyone's close enough. So this seems like a harmless enough job and easy money for an easy walk. But I feel like there must be more to it than that. If they're asking 5 strong warriors to lead a cart together in broad daylight.
I
I am
mean,
very strong.
I mean, goblins.
Yeah, the-
goblins are goblins, but I'm just saying, we take this job. Just be prepared for the possibility of something more, something
I'm
that
the
they
same
might not have
feeling.
told us for fear of us not wanting to take the job. Just in case.
I'll keep that in mind.
God damn, I love.
I look at that half orc with eyes of amazement.
You look at me with what?
Eyes of amazement.
Where is this going?
Oh yeah, well I look at you with eyes of amazement. Yes, just a word of warning is all it was.
Well, I guess I will see you tomorrow. It is late.
Let's get some sleep.
It is late and I need to clean myself.
I'm gonna
Does
talk to the
anyone
bartender
know
for a minute.
where the rooms are?
That is a question.
Oh, since no one knows, I will follow Ronam to the bartender to ask when he's finished talking.
So I called the bartender over.
Yes. What can I do for you?
Listen. So the history of this area is common knowledge, but what can you tell me? Hold on, I gotta take notes. I'm sorry, Steve. I'm very forgetful. What's
No,
the
you're
town that
good.
we're going? The town we're going to?
You're going to Phandelver?
Okay, that's fine. But this town of Phandelver, it's common knowledge that it was devastated because of orcs.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
yes, that was hundreds of years ago, but what can you tell me of the town now? And the
Thank you
the
so much for the
thoughts?
follow, Lunarsec.
Because obviously you
How are
see
you doing
me
tonight?
standing before you, a half orc. Is it a resentment? Is there a resentment that has persisted through time? Or
And-
has these hundreds of years been enough for it to...
And you're asking the bartender, right?
The bartender, yeah, because he's a local. He's he's relatively local,
Yeah.
and he's someone who would know about these kind of things.
I can't say if there'd really be any resentment. I mean, that was one specific orc clan. There might be some folks that look at you the wrong way, but for the most part, the half orcs are pretty accepted around these parts.
Well, some folks are a number I can deal with. That's all I needed to know.
But the original town was wiped out, so these are settlers from around the continent resettling.
Right. Okay.
He's gonna gesture to the door up to the northeast, and he's gonna hand you all a key. Each key has a number on it. And it's just go through this door and follow up the stairs, and your key will match the door. And then before you leave, just hand me back the keys.
As he's handing me the key, I reach into the little. I reach in and grab the necklace I'm wearing, and I show him the symbol on it, and I ask him if he recognizes anything about the symbol.
He kind of raises an eyebrow first, and he's just like, "Oh, we don't see that around here too much, but I believe that is the symbol of the Night Mother. I believe she's also known as, let me think, the Raven Queen. That's an odd trinket to carry.
It's not too common around these parts. Is there anything negative associated with it?
I mean, negative stuff associated with any god. Some people think she might be a little mad, but who's to say?
I guess that's fair. And then I tuck the necklace back into where it was.
Okay.
And then I make my way past this group up to the rooms.
Okay. What's the rest of the party doing? You all have a key.
I go off to my own room.
Okay. How about Snowlu, Erebus, and Loki?
I'll come fetch the key, of course, and ask, do you have a bucket? I need a bucket. Bucket of water. I need to clean myself.
Yeah, we can get you a bucket of water. And he there's a door behind him, and he heads back into it. You hear some clanging around, and a little later he comes out with a bucket of water.
I grab it and head out with it.
Okay.
My room.
I come grab the key and then also leave. Don't say a single word.
Okay, Erebus, are you also headed to your room?
Yeah, I thank the bartender for key and everything, and I'll head up to my room.
Okay. I'm assuming everybody's going to sleep, but if there's something that you guys would like to do, let me know.
I am just going to bed.
Walk to my room, just flop onto bed. Don't worry about
I'll
that.
just go to bed. Yeah.
Yeah, about the same. Cleaning myself, doing a little meditation, and going to bed.
Okay,
Going straight to sleep.
cool. Elaine, you have a strange dream. You're sort of having kind of like your normal whatever nightly Elaine dreams look like, and all of a sudden everything goes dark, and there is a swirl of feathers, and it looks like you are flying above the land. Below you, you see the town of Neverwinter, and you see what looks like a wagon with your companions walking around it, headed south, and the raven flies over it and continues headed south. You think you spot something in the distance, and then you wake up in the morning before you can see what it is.
Lovely. I don't think there's too much to say about a flying dream, but I keep that in mind.
Okay, the sun rises, and as you all gradually wake up and make your way back into the main floor of the rust bucket, I would assume that you would all kind of gather up as a group.
I asked the bartender about breakfast.
More beer. That's your breakfast.
Well, we've got just more. I've lost my train of thought. He nods and he says, "So we've got cornbread and some fresh berries if you're hungry."
Perfect.
I'm
I'm
glad we took
starved.
some of that.
I'll take some of both, and you can put it on our employers tab.
He nods. Okay.
I'll grab some
I think
food.
I'm not hungry, so I
Sure.
don't think I need anything.
I'm not hungry either.
I mean, that's a
Good.
pretty fresh breakfast, if you ask me. I can't turn that down.
I think it'll be fine.
Okay. Are you guys gonna head straight to the wagon? Is there anything you guys want to do in town? You guys just gonna get going?
I just bring it with me and I'm eating as I'm walking.
I grab me some berries before I head out.
If there's not anything notable in town worth doing, then I guess there's no reason not to just go to the wagon unless someone else wants to do something.
You know, it never hurts to be prepared. If you're not hungry now, you can always put the cornbread in your pocket.
Words of wisdom.
Is
Lit
there a
cornbread.
library in this town?
All right, so I'll follow. I'll follow towards the exit, towards the wagon.
Yeah, I don't think I need anything. Let's see.
Okay.
Druids eat from photosynthesis, so they'll be fine.
Y'all are making. You guys are making a terrible mistake. Not eating breakfast is how you die at level 1, by the way.
Okay, I'm eating the same berries you.
That's
No.
it. That's how you die at
I'm
level
the
1.
same.
Eat a balanced breakfast before you go on an adventure.
Slowly walk up the door.
Waiting for Steve to. We gotta fill in the downtime while
We have
Steve's
to roleplay.
changing
We have
the
to roleplay the footsteps.
No, so
Exactly.
you guys all decided to go straight to the wagon.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
we're
no.
just going for the wagon.
Is there a library in this town?
Oh yeah.
I go straight to the library.
You go to the library.
Detour.
Okay,
That's
so
for nerds.
that's for nerds.
it's just
as we're playing D&D.
Kill people with books.
It's just so
I call
quick
out to him.
stuff.
You there, nerd? Come on.
What? Hold on, give me like
You
5
there,
minutes. I have to go
nerd.
check something.
What are you going to check?
That is for you to never know and for me to know.
Well, we're spending 5 minutes waiting for you to go to the library.
Well, I remind him that
find some
that this is a job and we do have a time.
We are getting paid
I'm
for
aware.
delivering things.
I am very much aware of this.
We'll
But
be at the wagon.
it'll be real quick. I promise. Okay.
Well, it better be reading the secret on how to talk with animals.
Oh,
I forgot we had a druid.
So since
It's a joke.
Captain, sounds good,
so
man.
since
Have a good
they're all
night.
in
Thanks
a
for hanging
hurry,
out. I
just start
appreciate you.
sprinting to the library.
All right.
Full sprint.
Where is the? All right,
So-
I'm gonna go start.
You guys don't have to move on this map anymore. I don't have a large Neverwinter map. So
That's
as sort of a new town, Loki, you're gonna how are you?
So is this
you just
wagon?
gonna run
is
around
this
until
wagon?
you find it? Are you gonna ask some locals? What's your plan here?
I'm gonna ask local, like, where's the nearest library?
Okay, so the rest of the party starts heading to the wagon, and you guys see Loki run off. You stop a local. She looks at you and she's like, "The library. It's close to the main part of town. You're gonna," and then she sort of explains how you get there.
I say thank you, and I start sprinting once again.
Okay, so as he makes his way to the library, the group is able to make it to the wagon.
So is this wagon just like outside of the same tavern?
No, it's sort of like on a stable, like sort of at the edge of town. So you guys kind of walk in, and like a friendly ranch hand steps out. It's like, "Oh, hello there. What can I do for you guys today?"
We were hired to deliver a wagon. It's supposed to be around here somewhere.
Oh yes, well, there's only one wagon. Sounds like Gundren and Sildar sent you.
That they
Yes,
would've.
that is correct.
They said there was gonna be 5 of you.
Our
He's running
fifth
an
member-
errand.
Yeah, he'll be along shortly.
Okay. And he's going to lead you back to the wagon. Just like Gundren and Sildar said, it is loaded with a ton of supplies. There's a small seat at the front, and 2 oxen to pull it.
So is this like an open carriage? Is it a covered carriage?
It's kind of like yeah, it's sort of open, but it's got like a big tarp kind of over the top of it.
Well, does anyone object to me taking the reins?
No.
I don't
Okay.
have any
Okay.
experience.
Loki, you're not there to say anything about it.
You're at the
No, I
library,
could care less.
nerd.
Kobold?
No, I'm good. Can I sit on the ox though?
I mean, you're quite small.
You are more than welcome to sit on the ox.
Yeah, I
So-
sit on the ox.
Okay, so you clamber up. It does kind of like shuffle around a little bit. Can you roll me an animal handling check to
Sure.
see if it will stay still for you?
Terrible.
It is kind of like it can't do much since it's hooked up to a wagon, so 10 is just enough to be able to kind of sit on it.
Sweet.
Them proficiencies.
So we're gonna snap back to Loki. Loki, you sprinting, you finally make it to this grand library. It's huge. There are just
How big is the library? Like, is this like a 2-story library or like what?
yeah, it's huge. Like Neverwinter is a huge town. It's like they take a lot of pride in their art, so it's like very elaborate. Just rows and rows of books.
I look at this library, I'm like, I don't have time for this, and I run right back to the wagon.
Okay, so as you're sprinting back, Uh, are you guys waiting for Loki? Are you guys? What is your plan here?
I was planning on giving him a couple minutes to do what he wanted, and if he didn't show up, then.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're waiting, I guess.
Give him a little bit of time.
Okay. So after.
While we're waiting, though, I would like to cast.
Okay. I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Did the stable man who showed us to the cart, to the wagon, is he still around? Did he go off to do something else, or?
He's kind of just around, like Teddy. There are horses.
Okay. I go to lift the tarp and see what it is that we're pulling. I go to take stock of what's in the back of the cart.
Okay.
I'm not like removing anything or taking anything.
Yeah, no worries. It doesn't seem like there's anything in here that they didn't already tell you about. You do see a lot of mining supplies.
Okay.
I am getting a lot of weird feedback all of a sudden. Now I hear it too.
That's me. My headset is charging because it decided to die.
Okay. Where are we? So yeah, it's a lot of mining supplies. You do see some like dry provisions. There's like essentially beef jerky. You see a few bags of flour that are kind of like wrapped up quite a bit in protective like tarp so it doesn't get wet inside. There's like pickaxes, hammers, stuff like that.
Okay, I was just making sure that there wasn't anything that we were transporting that they didn't tell us about.
Right. It all seems on the level of like what they told
Okay,
you.
nothing I need to roll a investigation for or anything, or a perception.
I'm not going to stop you from rolling that if you'd like to.
I actually would like to roll either one of those, whichever you think is more appropriate. Investigation, probably.
Yeah, investigation. If you're like actively searching for something. With a 19, so you are kind of looking through this, and as you're kind of going through all these supplies, you're realizing that this is a pretty hefty amount of supplies, and it is worth a good amount of gold, which makes you think that maybe that's why they are hiring such a large group.
Okay. I share that thought with the others. Just the sheer size of the inventory. And I kind of wonder out loud about it. Wonder out loud about our employer possibly starting a active dig.
Do you think they would have a target on their back? Just in case anyone else is, just looking to grab
Could be. I mean, you and I and everyone and everyone's mother knows the stories of the lost riches in the mine. So if our employer here is going to attempt to, it's safe to assume that. I mean, it couldn't hurt to assume that this dig our employer is going to attempt could be a race with a rival. So for him to have a target on his back and for his operation to be targeted is not out of the question.
Okay. If we get moving, let's just make sure we're on guard. Then.
Right. Where is that?
Back for the wagon.
Where is that dragonborn?
So as you guys are just kind of coming to this conclusion, the dragonborn turns up.
And I am out of breath. I'm just puffing and puffing.
You dragonborn, what is your name?
Loki.
If we're gonna work together, I feel it is fine to call us all by our actual names.
That would be wise, yes. I am Erebus. Nice to meet you.
Well, if we're doing introductions, I guess my name is Elaine.
And I'm Snowlu.
And I am Ronam.
Okay.
Well, that
Nice to
settles
meet
it.
you
Let
all.
us, shall we depart? Is there any more unfinished business that needs to be taken care of, or any more books that need to be read?
He's so salty.
First
I
off,
knew we
I
should
did not read no book.
I didn't read
So
no book.
you ran to the library to run back without reading a book.
The library is too huge, and we do not have the time.
That's fair enough. Well, I appreciate your consideration then. Shall we?
We shall.
I guess that's everything.
Well, before we go, I would like to cast Druidcraft.
You'd like to what?
Cast
Druid
Druidcraft.
craft.
Can you,
Oh, okay.
Can you click on it so it pops up in chat for me?
What is that?
Because I can't remember what it does.
There you go.
How dare you, DM?
There's so many spells. I was running this for the
It's just to
nature.
see the weather for the next 24 hours.
Trouble hurricane.
So what does it look like? Kind of like when you cast this. What does it kind of look like when you cast it?
I just raised my hand and there's just an orb appearing in front of me. A small one.
So as you raise your hand in front of you, pops up a golden orb of bright light, letting you know that it should be clear skies.
Clear skies, no clouds, no rain.
Woodsuck delivering a cart of flour and supplies in the rain.
It's not a counterflower.
There is flour in it.
Is there?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, flour.
There's
Oh, sure.
also dry rations. I don't think those would do too good getting wet.
No, they would not.
Interesting.
Steve, are we getting good weather? Oh, I'm sorry, DM. Are we getting good weather?
Yo, yeah. Did
Yeah.
that not come through to you guys?
No, it's clear,
Yeah.
clear
Okay.
skies.
Okay.
It is good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think. Well, let us. I mean, my soldier habits are shining through. I feel like let us take a formation. I will let you decide amongst each other which one of you wants to take the lead, and I'll follow in the middle with the cart.
Well,
So I
uh,
moved you guys over to a larger map. It's gonna look a little weird. It is. They don't have a separate map for the players and for the DM, so they've got notes on it. So I had to black
I
out the
see how it
notes.
is.
Oh, that's fine. Okay.
But I also kind of wanted you to sort of be able to see the area. I'm gonna try and find a more accurate map to how it is in this campaign without all those notes. The few that I found had a bunch of other random stuff on it that I didn't want.
We have someone riding an ox, so that leaves three of
Yes.
us.
So the kobold is on the ox's back, and I will take the reins.
Does anyone want to go in front? Or
I will lead from behind.
well, I guess I'll go in front then.
Should we have
And
2 in front or
Yeah.
2 in the back?
You guys can both go in front. I'm sure it's fine.
the front is where we'd probably be worried about getting.
Ghostly just gets stabbed in the ass.
Oh no!
Oh no.
DM, did our employer? I think I don't know if I missed it or if it wasn't, or if it was just like assumed. Did our employer? He told us how long of a journey it was, right?
Yeah, it's gonna take about 4 to 5 days.
Oh, it's multiple days. Okay,
Yeah, multiple day trip.
We got
Okay.
some camping to do.
that's fair.
Yup.
I put a little marker on the map to kind of show where you guys are as far as the trail goes. And if you guys are ready to set out, we'll begin.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Yeah,
I'm
so I'll
ready.
be up front with you.
So we've got, just to make sure, we've got Snowlu riding an ox. We've got Ronam sort of steering the cart.
Right, I'm steering the cart.
Okay. Just, I'm gonna have you roll, Bear. Or I'm sorry, Ronam. Give me a vehicle proficiencies roll.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
And I remember that dream I had last night, but I don't say anything about it because I don't want these people to think I'm crazy. So
Fair enough.
16. All right. Well, so
16.
with the 16, there are no issues. You guys are making really good time. You guys are gonna, over the next few days, as you sort of travel together, kind of chat with each other. Is there anything you guys would like to sort of do or talk about as we continue on southward?
I let the group know where I'm from as we travel, and tell them I'm just here visiting.
Pretty much in a similar situation of just where I originally hail from.
Yo, thank you so much for the
and,
follow, Gold Osborne.
just
How are you doing today?
looking for a little bit of
Are you
just medical
is that a
knowledge.
kobold? We do have a kobold.
So as a
Snowloo
bard,
is our kobold
one
druid.
thing I am proficient in is storytelling. So I certainly share my backstory because it's not something I keep secret. And so I share stories from my soldiering days and
They are so adorable. I am so
from
excited somebody's
my home
playing
village and all sorts. Both stories of my own past and then fictional stories and legends and
The
tales.
fact that
I
you
know.
noticed it was a kobold right
Throughout
off the
the-
bat
throughout
makes
the
me think
entire
that you might
journey.
be are you a D&D vet?
That's a lot of
You
stories.
played quite a bit.
So I know lots of stories. I'm a storyteller.
Let's go 5 days of stories.
Well, at least for the first couple days.
Do you also have bedtime stories?
I just play the drum for bedtime.
Very relaxing.
Like, if you bust out the drums, I'll bust out the pan flute.
All right, no, I'm about it.
Traveling band.
Roll me-
That's the new story arc.
Roll me performance check.
Oh no,
I would love to roll you. I would fucking love to roll you a performance check.
not like this.
I'm about to go ape shit on performance checks.
Playing your instrument and driving the ox at the same time. Let's go.
I could set a lively marching beat for us if the DM thinks it would help or
Quick, roll
we
a
need
nat
it.
20.
I have a kobold female bard, each one of 5 champions.
Try.
I am reading Steve's chat too, by the way.
I don't. What do you mean by 5 champions? Drum, story, telling horn. All right, Erebus. Where's this pan flute?
Oh, whoops! Didn't mean to
Oh,
double-click.
Oh, we got a 16.
Oh, nice. A
Campaigns,
16 and a
campaigns.
14.
That's awesome.
That's pretty good
I
music
fucking did
playing.
that.
That's so cool. Are you player in the campaigns or are you DM?
I just have
What
all
kind
my
of-
instruments on one tool, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's totally fine. So Ronam starts playing the drums. It's sounding pretty good, and then Erebus comes through on these pan flutes, and it sounds beautiful.
Pan flute solo.
And he starts to outplay you just a little bit, Ronam.
Uh-huh.
As you guys kind of this tune sort of kind of goes across the plains as you guys travel. I also played the typical bard. Bards are a lot of
That's
fun.
fair. I don't.
I really enjoy
I
a lot of the
don't,
new bard colleges, like the College of the Swords.
I can't begrudge anyone who's skilled at an instrument that I'm not skilled at. So I allow it.
Excuse me.
And I offer
I allow it.
to play the horn instead of the drums.
Ooh.
But I make that offer to the party.
How
if they
many?
would like horn
You want to
over
make a maze of
drums.
a room of?
Well, if your horn sounds as
7?
good as your drums,
Woo-hoo-hoo.
I don't think I have an issue with it.
That's wild.
Do not kill.
I'm fine with both.
Play both at the same time.
I will. I'm gonna roll another check right now to play my horn very loudly.
attract
no.
all of your attention.
It's not as loud.
Oh no.
That's okay.
Oh, interesting. Oh no. So are you trying to play the drums and the horn?
I attempted to play both at the same time.
Okay, as you-
while steering the cart.
And
As-
telling stories.
Yes,
as you go to do this, you fumble your horn. I'd like you to roll a dexterity check to try and catch it before it tumbles underneath the wheels of the cart.
Okay. Just a straight dex check.
Rip horn.
Yeah, I
yes.
guess that'd just be dexterity. Oh.
Oh, goodbye horn.
Your horn falls underneath the wheel, and it kind of runs over it, leaving sort of a nasty dent in it.
Okay. I stop the cart and collect my horn.
Ronam is our bard. He's the half orc.
Rest in peace, Horn.
Kind of wish I had mending now.
That's fine.
It's-
The horn it's a battle horn that has already seen somewhere, so I don't show any sort of distress that it has gotten a larger, more prominent dent in it, and I just return it to its place at my side.
It is able to be repaired. Like, it's not broken beyond repair, but it is unplayable. It is like
That's fine.
pinched in one of the tubes.
I'll play it later, or I'll repair it later. I'm not too worried about
the unplayable horn.
I'm not too worried about it right now.
Okay.
Also, just so you know, I am not a I'm not a
Cobalt is our
competitive
druid.
musician. I'm a harmonious musician. I'm appreciative of other people's music, but I did attempt to do both of them at the same time while steering the cart.
Not the smartest idea.
So as you kind of get your horn back and you get the cart moving again, it's been about a day and a half, and as you guys, we're going to continue on to the third day. Excuse me. Is there anything? Is there? I don't think Snowlu or Loki got a chance to really say anything. Is there anything you guys would say to the party, or are you guys gonna just kind of ride in silence?
Well, I can share that I'm just traveling to see the land.
Also, Steve
I just walk
or
in
DM, I
silence.
love the stream overlay.
Thank you.
Oh, I kind of want to see it now.
We should. Is there any way to add classes next to our name or below our names?
That's a good point. I will try to fit it in next time. That was my original plan, but it made the word so small that I couldn't read it.
Just for the benefit of people popping into the stream for the first time.
But let me look at it.
Did you really decide to down me a second?
I can finagle that in for sure.
Yeah, just whenever. It's a small thing.
Yeah. Let me make a note really quick, actually. So that's a good point. I didn't think of that. Because I think originally I was trying to fit your guys' like Discord name to it for some reason, which didn't make any sense. Overlay. Okay, sorry. Boop. Didn't know Kobold can use their tails as an
What do
extra
you
arm.
want?
Can they?
Gator, is your phone dying?
Fine?
Yeah?
No.
Okay. I'm just checking. It sounded weird for a second.
Yeah, it did sound really weird for a second.
That's weird.
It's fine now, though.
Man, now I wish I could play music in the background. I hate it when it gets silent and I don't know whether my mic dies or not.
What? Continuing on, did you guys were you guys discussing anything as you rode on?
Oh, right, I'm just sharing that. I'm just out seeing the land, trying to find new animals to learn
Giving
about.
the feedback. Yeah, that's what
Just stuff like that.
I think we
Explore,
got it figured out.
venturing.
I hope.
Kind of like going off to the side as we go.
Yeah. Wherever the roads take me and stuff like that.
Ghostly, we're getting a lot of feedback from your mic.
think
Let me see.
we're fine. I think it's roll 20.
Yo, Zero.
Oh
Is it-
my god. It's 0.
Oh my! Oh, holy Zero! Welcome in.
Uh-oh.
Give me a second, guys. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, 0's here.
Yo!
Oh no.
How are you
Who's here
all?
now? Zero?
How are you
Oh,
all
no.
doing? Green, welcome in. Fauna, Tech, Baba Smurf. How is everybody doing tonight? Huge raid. Thank you so much, Zero. You're too kind. Welcome
Zero
in,
just had
everybody.
pop in.
We are
That's a surprise.
playing some D&D tonight. Playing through the Lost Mines of Phandelver campaign. This is our first session. You guys haven't missed too much. Our heroes,
Oh my
our
goodness, Bear,
players
why?
are currently getting started.
Are we deafened, or is Steve just muted?
If anybody, I'm using push to talk, so I can do both.
Oh, I see. I see.
Smart man.
Very clever, yeah.
I don't have
Um,
push to talk.
Hello,
I can-
everybody. Hello.
And welcome in. We've got, it's, like I said, first session. They're not too far into it. They're right now guarding a small portion of supplies on a wagon. Zero, thank you so much for the raid. If anybody in here isn't already following Zero Jazz, please go do so. She is awesome, super charismatic. Her streams are a ton of fun, and she is cracked at Apex.
Very interesting how
So
we
go
had no issues.
go show her some
these
love.
past, what, 3 days? 4 days?
No, you're just
Awesome. Thank
asking
you so
for it.
much. Thank you so much, Gold. Green, I love you too.
Oh, no,
Everybody,
just-
welcome in.
Knock
I'm
on
going
wood
to
now.
try and keep up with chat as best as I can as we continue on. So I'm not taking away too much from my players here. But welcome in. I hope you guys enjoy. So you guys are sort of at this crossroads. You're on the third day of travel. You know that you need to head up this trail known as the Tribord Trail. That heads a little bit to the east, and then a part way up you'll head south down to Phandelver. And as you ride along the trail, you see something a little strange.
What is that strange thing?
Give me 2 seconds.
You're good. Ooh.
Oh, interesting.
Actually, Jeremy. So you guys, I'm missing it. Who am I missing? Bear, will you drag your
Bear.
token onto the map for me?
Yes.
Sorry about that. I thought I had you all on there.
Where am I? Where's my token? Let me zoom out.
So up ahead of you, you guys notice there is a wagon that is sort of off to the side of the road. You see several arrows in its side, and you see what looks like a figure laying on the ground up ahead of you. The wagon looks like it might have been carrying might be carrying some supplies.
Is there any way
Where
we can
did
tell if
where did
this-
my token go?
If you
Do I
go
have to...
if you go to your journal where your character sheet is, just click and hold and drag it right onto the screen.
Oh, there we are.
Oh, there you are.
And if you want to put yourself by the cart for me, and we'll continue.
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot this picture has horses. Pretend they're ox in your mind's eye. So as you guys see that up front, would you guys like to continue on closer? Would you like to stop?
Before I go forward, is there any way to tell if this happened recently, or if this has been here
Bear, what are you doing?
from
Bear,
this far away?
Bear, thank you. Roll me perception check.
Alrighty.
Bear, you absolute sweetheart. Thank you for gifting a sub
Perception,
to Fauna.
perception. Bam.
Ooh.
Bear!
Ooh.
The big boy numbers.
With a 20, Bear, thank you again.
Mhm.
You madman. So with the 20, you're able to see what looks like a... Oh my god, Bear. You absolute madman. You mad lad.
Keep going.
I'm trying
Talking.
to. You see ahead of you, the figure on the floor has arrows in them. And as you're kind of looking at the wagon, it looks like it is carrying supplies similar to yours.
I look back to the party and tell them that
Bear!
these may be the people that went on ahead of us.
Can I look into the surrounding area, see if there's any movement, anything that I could potentially see if there's something that could still be lingering around, or if we're in the clear?
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
All right, here comes the bad rolls, boys.
You don't make anything out.
Okay. Should we get closer, or
Maybe two people could go closer while the rest wait.
I can go forward and check it out.
Thank you, Bear.
If these are the people that went on ahead of us, then this will be fresh, and we don't want to put too many people in danger.
So how far ahead can we see?
And just so you guys know, some of our players are also fellow streamers.
We see bodies on the ground.
Yeah, you see one body.
I will.
Ronan,
I stopped the cart. Or was it already stopped? Did you need me to stop it, or was it already stopped?
No, if you didn't want to stop it, it would continue.
Okay, I stopped the cart where it is.
Ronan, Erebus, and Loki are all fellow streamers.
One of you go ahead.
They're all great.
Someone go check.
Guys. Please go
But
check
be
them out.
careful.
If
Just
you
get
like
close
what you
enough
hear,
to
go show them
see
some love.
what's going on.
Bear is an absolute madman.
I have a question.
Super
Does
chill streamer. We love Bear.
The text for Divine Sense is very confusing. Does it only work on Fey Fiends or Celestials, or just any evil or good in general in the area?
Will you click on it so it pops in chat, so I can
Yeah.
just double check it? It is those 3 specific things.
Well, ignore what I said then. I make my way up to the body if no one else wants to follow me, and then I stop next to it and check and see if I can recognize one of the people we saw yesterday.
You don't recognize this guy in particular, but it does look like this wagon is full of the same supplies that you guys have. And something strange kind of coming from the wagon looks like drag marks across the ground off to the east. Or I guess...
Off to the east.
Sorry, it would be to the... I'm trying to think of it. It would be to the east on this map. It would be north on the big map, I think.
Alright. Well...
And as you're kind of shuffling around, go ahead and roll me one more perception check.
I got you.
big money, no whammies?
17.
Ooh, that's a
we don't
persuasion
roll
check.
any low numbers. Oh.
Oh.
Okay. We don't talk about it. I have them both take this skill. Oh my god.
Nice.
We don't talk about it.
You're loving that one. So as you're kind of shuffling around, you don't notice a little goblin creeping out of the trees.
We could have had it all. But I rolled persuasion.
Give me a
Well, if
second.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
notice
send everybody a cute little goblin picture. Hold on.
Gabo.
And now you're gonna die alone.
Wait, you rolled persuasion instead of.
I rolled persuasion and I got a 17, and I rolled perception to fix
Oh,
it, and I got a
no.
nat 1. I'm about to die. Sneak
Maybe.
attack. 7
You could have
damage.
persuaded them to reveal themselves.
I could have.
Gabos.
Disgusting.
Lovely goblins.
Goblins, boyos.
Good thing I'm 8 feet tall. They can only attack my shins. It's time for a 4-player campaign.
Did you
no, wait. Steve's not having
Oh,
any
God.
rush. He's just gonna start killing us off left and right.
Oh no.
We're speedrunning this campaign, boys.
Oh,
You're all
speed-
dead.
Speed running at 6 feet under.
Any percent.
So
Death percent.
So
is
as the one steps out, they all kind of stand up, and one of them is going to shoot their bow at you, Elaine.
All right.
Wait, do we have icons? Oh, I just saw that.
Yeah, you're way down there.
Yeah.
Goodbye, world.
Elaine, what is your AC?
18.
Okay, so this goblin is going to shoot his short bow at you, and it clangs harmlessly off of your armor. And we're all going to roll for initiative.
Oh.
Let's go. Love to see it.
I'm just gonna click initiative.
Okay,
There you
Snowloo
go.
should be clicked. Ronom is good.
Let's see.
Oh.
I even got a name next to mine for
Nice.
some reason.
Okay, those aren't bad.
I'm smart.
Oh no.
And then click initiative.
And then click on initiative on my character sheet.
Or in the top left, there's a like a macro for it, so you don't have to go open your sheet.
Oh,
There it goes.
That was better.
So we are in initiative order now. Each of these squares is going to be 5 feet of movement. And we're going to start off with Snowloo.
can I go diagonally?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Go over here. Over here should be good. Can I read?
We need to take action. Do we need to use an action to get off the wagon?
I'll just say it's going to take you like an extra 5 feet of movement to kind of climb down.
Okay.
I'll go back once then.
I forgot you were on the Hawks.
Yeah, I forgot that one. Yeah, I can. It's 20 to 60.
What?
They do
That's
have tree
crazy.
cover, by the way, too.
Oh, they do.
So that they probably have at least partial cover.
Heck and sheep. Keys.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that
DMs
is
are
always
covered
on
for that kind of
sale.
thing or not.
Sorry.
No.
Partial
I wanna
cover.
Throw my spear.
You're able to see them. They kind of like stepped out of cover, and that's why you guys all were sort of able to see them.
I mean, these are just
Throwing my
leaves,
spear.
unless they're like behind the trunk.
They're they're trees. They're not like big conk of thick trees.
If I throw my spears at one-ended, yeah, I'm guessing so. Because I got both choice of one-ended or two-ended.
I spear.
If you're throwing the spear, it's just gonna be one-handed.
So I'm eating the spear. It's gonna be great.
Uh, unfortunately,
Bullseye.
a 7 isn't gonna do it. And your spear just kind of like bounces off one of the trunks of the trees. You see
It's time
it.
to retreat. I tried.
You see one of them kind of turn and shout something at you in Goblin. I don't know if any of you guys can speak Goblin.
No, well, not me.
Okay, I think I have a spell that says comprehend language. Would that work in me understanding Goblin?
It depends. You can drop it in chat, but that would be your action for the turn, and you'd have to wait until it comes around to you in initiative order.
That's how it works, okay.
It does look like you can understand them, but you can't talk back to them.
Oh, that's fine. I just want to know what they're saying.
But again, that'll use up your action for your turn, and you'll have to wait for it to come around to your turn on initiative. So Snowloo, you have used your movement and your action. You have a bonus action left. I don't know if there's anything you'd like to do with it, or if you just want to end and move on to
No,
Erebus.
good.
Okay, Erebus.
Alright, so let me move 10, 15, 20, 30 move speed up here. Gonna have the longbow out.
Sierra,
See if I can.
how were the rest of the games in
hopefully
Apex? Did
this little
Green
double
carry you guys
here.
to a win?
In my range. All right, let's see. Ooh, 22 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
All right,
Go ahead and roll for damage. So just if you click on longbow inside of the chat, yeah, you got it.
there we go.
Or no, wait, that was another attack roll.
Oh, is that another? Oh, shoot.
Yeah, click in chat. If you click on the little where it says longbow next to the +5, it'll roll damage.
Okay. Sorry.
There you go. 9 piercing. And you're attacking the one closest to you?
Yes, this one in the center of the ping.
9 damage is really good. You see the arrow strike it in its neck, and it sort of gurgles out, trying to say something, and it slumps to the ground dead.
Woo!
Oh.
I will take that. I don't have any bonus actions, so I
First-
believe that will be
first
the
blood.
end of my turn.
Yoink. All right, Loki.
Oh, bloody.
We'll comprehend language to see what they were saying. Is
Okay, that's gonna use up your that'll use up
That's
your
fine.
action, and anything they further say, you will be able to understand. You now know the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. For 1 hour. Would you like to use any movement?
No. Just stay back.
Okay. Okay, that brings us up to the first goblin turn. So this one is going to step over its dead friend to start firing arrows back over at Erebus.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's not good.
Will a 17 hit your...
Yes, it will.
Okay. As the arrow finds purchase, you will be taking 3 piercing damage.
Okay.
As it yells something out in Goblin, who now Loki can understand. I'll kill you for what you did, is what you understand him saying in Goblin. Okay.
I love your goblin voice.
Thank you. It's
That's
one of my
beautiful.
few voices that I can do. This next one is going to start running up to Elaine. He's going to stand over the dead body, and he's going to swing a scimitar at you.
The scimitar.
Did you call it a scimitar?
It is the scimitar.
As he swings at you, you're able to batter his sword off to the side using your shield. And Ronam, it's your turn.
Right. So I'm gonna take 5. I'm gonna take 5 feet to climb down. So let's see. Bardic Inspiration,
What's the range?
which is it's just gonna be a shout of encouragement
What is that?
to.
What is it? What are you saying to encourage him?
What kind of weapon do you have?
Longsword.
You have a longsword. All right. Oh God. Let's see. What's clever? A clever thing. I say, give him the closest fucking haircut he's ever had in his life.
Right.
And so what Bardic Inspiration does is you gain a d6 that you can use whenever you want for the next 10 minutes. And you can choose to add it an ability check, an attack roll, or a saving throw. And you can add it after you roll your d20 and add your modifiers, but before the DM tells you if it's a failure or success. So you can choose when to use it.
And you said that it's a D4, right?
D6.
It's a D6 at level 1?
Yes,
Okay.
it is a D6 at level 1. So you
Lovely.
can choose to use that how you want. Actually, you can only use it for those 3 things, but you can choose when to use it.
Choose you. I can decide when I want to.
And then I am going to.
Boop. All right.
All right.
Elaine.
I will move here next to the cart, and I will use my breath weapon, which is a 15-foot cone, to hit these two guys diagonally in front of me.
Okay.
Oh, do you get to set the whole tree on fire?
Is it? I forget. You are fire, right? Yeah, you are.
Yeah, he is fire. He's gonna light the whole tree up. I love it.
All right, so that's two
That is awful.
dex checks. So
And
one
it's
of
a
them.
dex save.
Yep. So one of them got. Wait, are you guys not able to see the rolls?
No.
Not your rolls, no.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, I have one window up in like player view, and it's showing me all the rolls. So I thought you could also see them. Okay. Well, one of them got a 13. The other one got an 18. So they're both only going to take half damage as you catch some of their armor alight.
Nice. And I can use breath weapon once per.
Once
Short
per
rest.
law. I think is it. I think
thought it was a long rest.
I think it's long rest, but I can check. I can check post game.
I mean, it's not a big deal right now. But yeah, they both took 2 damage. And then I don't think I can do anything else because that was my
Okay,
action.
so thought Baboozle until you have
So
the
I
fragment
will
installed. Proversion now is 30 lifetime.
Draw my sword and
You know,
end
should
my
have
turn.
gotten life. And we're moving on to the goblins. Uh, 10, 15, boop. Okay, this one's going to take a swing at you with the scimitar. These goblins are swinging on you, and they are not able to find like a chink in your chainmail to do any damage, and they are frustrated.
They're just actually hitting you with sticks.
Like at this point, that's what it feels like. You notice that their scimitars are like a little rusty, like they're not super nice. And we will move on to the next gobbo. This one is going to notch an arrow in his bow and fire one at you. Elaine.
All right.
Yoink. Much like the scimitar, it is the arrow just bounces off you. They're just and like
These goblins are not having a good time.
Loki hears them sort of like yelling, like "Fuck! Somebody get him!"
Somebody get him.
This is important information. We need to know what they're saying.
It's the lore.
Only Loki knows this as they are talking in Goblin right now.
Oh yeah, right. I'm plugging my ears. Don't worry.
It's Snowlu. It is your turn yet again.
Oh. Can I even bite him with primal savagery? Which is this. Oh my god. Such good rolls.
And is that a spell attack?
It is a melee spell attack, yes.
Okay. So 9 is not going to do it. As you attempt to cast your spell, it kind of fizzles as you sort of lash out against this goblin.
Damn it. Did the paladin get injured? I don't think so.
No, they are standing around him like frustrated, like trying to hit him. And nothing seems to really be working.
Let's get it, boys.
Go.
So, check.
You guys got this. I believe in you. I'm the bard. I'm cheering you on. My boys got
Play your
this.
drums.
I'll
Play my broken horn.
try to make a longbow attack against this one here. Let's see what we can do. Ooh.
Unfortunately, 11 is not going to do it. He saw what you did to his friend, and he was kind of ready for you. He sort of like lifts up this crude wooden shield and is able to kind of block the arrow from hitting him.
Darn it.
And just like you hear just like a ha.
And
You tell him, Goblin.
that would be end of my turn.
Okay, Loki.
We're being murdered.
Maybe.
I'm thinking know something. Hmm. That's all I do for my turn.
Lovely.
So you still have an action to use if you wanted to use an action. So far, you've just moved.
I know weapons that I know except for quarterstaff. I can't really use that.
You have. Do you not have cantrips and spells?
I do, but I have this one spell I want to use, but I don't know if I can make it to where it affects just the goblins without hurting the rest of my team.
If it doesn't specifically say it, probably just if it's not like you can choose who this hurts, it's probably everybody.
If it says creature is gonna explode, then pretty much
I
everything
mean,
explodes.
which one are you? Which one are you talking about?
Minor illusion. It's a cantrip.
Okay. I mean, everybody would be able to see it, or experience whatever the illusion is.
There's my entire out the window. What's the nearest goblin that I can see that's not near anybody?
Fuck that goblin up.
I mean, you can anything on the map right now. You're able to see them.
Great. I'm going to do the Eldritch Blast.
So just you see this blast of energy kind of fly over one of the goblin's shoulders, and it just kind of turns and sneers at you.
He sneers at me?
Yes.
I'm about to kill him.
Only nerds get sneered at by goblins.
Oh god, I love people that play D&D call like just nerds calling other nerds nerds. I live for it. All right, so we're gonna go to the Gobbo's turn. Since Snowlu is right in front of it, is going to take a swing with his scimitar at them.
Alright.
Goodbye, Snowlu.
I'm gonna get
In the
crit.
arms of an angel.
Chat, do I lie? Do I lie? I feel like I should lie, right?
Natural 20. Goodbye.
So the unfortunate thing is chat can see my rolls. So I can't lie to you. It is a nat 20. And you are,
Oh my
Goodbye,
god.
Snowlu. Goodbye.
as
It's
his
over.
scimitar cuts into you, dealing 9 slashing damage.
Oh, I'm still alive.
Run away.
And it just
you better
is
hope
like,
this goblin doesn't murder you.
I'll take you down with the next one.
So mean.
This next one is going to swing on Elaine. It's kind of bolstered by his ally being able to hit something. So it's going to do its little goblin best. This one does find a chink in your armor, Elaine, and as it cuts into you, you're going to take 7 slashing damage.
That is a lot.
It's not even a crit.
I only have 12 health.
Ronam, you
Is
see...
diagonal movement 5 feet?
Yep, it's just any square is 5.
Okay.
Ronam, help!
Ronam, you see 2 of your allies get wounded. What would you like to do? Is he going to play his instrument again?
So I move
feel
up to
bad
here.
about that crit. I do feel bad about the crit.
Let me check this spell real fast.
Never want to see a crit in session 1. Oh, my heart. Check that. That does sound rad, though. Would you be... I don't know if I asked this already. Would you be playing through, like, the Warhammer games? Or are you talking about, like, the tabletop War game version of it? Or just like, the VTuber aspect?
So how long is a minute? That's like a full round, right?
So each round is 6 seconds. Everything is sort of happening in bullet time right now. So
Right. Every because the idea is that like we're taking turns, but we're all kind of like moving all at once.
yeah. So
Yeah.
so each round is 6 seconds. So 10 rounds is a minute.
All right. So I move up and I prick my finger for a drop of blood, and I cast Bane,
Mainly Fermented 2. I haven't played a lot of the other ones. That's dope. That's sick.
which is
I need to play
all
it.
3 of these goblins directly in front of me have to succeed on a charisma save against my spell.
Wait, what? Can you drop the description in chat for me?
Yeah. I'm gonna click on it right now. Here's Bane.
All creatures die if they don't succeed a charisma save.
And then for the duration of the spell, they get a minus 1d4 to all attacks and all saves.
Oh, sick. Okay.
That's pretty good.
And I'm just casting it on all 3 targets. So the one directly in front of Snowloo, and then the 2 in front of
Gotcha.
Elaine.
Okay.
So what's my spell save? 13.
Yeah, it's right underneath the description.
Charisma save. Okay, I'm gonna start with the left one and go right.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't see what those rolls are.
First one is a nat 20, not even phased.
Oh, I'm dead. Goodbye, world.
Second one is a 2. Third one is a 4. So one of them succeeds.
Okay. So the the middle one fails, and then the one in front of Snowloo also fails.
Correct.
Okay. Perfect. So that's on all saves too. It's not on just like the first save or the first check of their turn.
Right. So any attack and any save.
Any attack and any save for
Is
the
a
duration.
yeah, it's a minus d4.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think that's all I can do.
And we'll go over to Elaine.
All right. Well, I will make an attack roll on this one with my longsword that did not pass the check, so I have the most chance of living.
Do you still have your inspiration?
He should. I believe it
Yes.
lasts for a minute or
Last
longer.
10 minutes actually.
Okay.
So he's got plenty of time. Yeah.
So I rolled this. It's a 10.
That-
Is it enough to hit? I don't think it is, but I'm making
He
sure.
won't tell you until you.
Oh,
I
he
can't
won't?
tell you until you
Okay,
decide.
Well, I'm gonna do it
Oh,
just to
I
be
see, I
safe.
see.
So I'll roll a d4. Never. Okay.
Oh, it's a d6. Roll a d6.
Oh, a d6. Okay. I thought it was a 4. Okay.
Oh,
Oh
no.
my gosh.
Goodbye.
This game's out to get you, man.
I'm big dead.
So with this encouragement from Ronam, you're feeling good.
Encouragement.
You go to swing your sword, but you're so tall that you misjudge how short the goblins are, and you just swing right over its head, missing.
Well.
And as you look down, you see a perfectly alive goblin looking up at you.
I am never. You guys are never gonna hear from me again after this battle. Since that was my action, I will use my movement. What is the goblin's range?
Well, they might get attacks of opportunity.
They would
on
get
you.
attacks of opportunity if you move away from them.
Gonna be it twice.
God. Well, I am dead. If okay, I guess I will.
It wasn't supposed to be like
There's
this.
literally nothing I can do.
I thought they were just gonna waste these poor goblin boys.
Let's see. Well, I guess I am my turn. Literally can't do anything.
Okay.
Goodbye, world.
This goblin, still kind of giggling to itself that you swung right over its head, is going to make a little stabby stab at you. This is the one not affected by Bane.
Not affected.
Oh no! It is able to just find the perfect spot
no.
to strike. And as
Goodbye.
the sword slashes into you, you will take 7 slashing damage.
I am
Oh.
dead.
Are you actually dead?
I'm dead. I am at 0 HP.
You guys see Elaine crumple to the ground. You're not fully dead.
Fucking
Well,
rolls
yeah,
on
I know
these
I'm like
goblins.
down, but
You're
Goblin gets an
7
18 and a
damage?
20.
Yeah, I have an 18 AC, and a goblin just killed me. This game.
Damn. Okay. On to the
I'm
next.
dead.
On to the next goblin.
All right.
It wasn't.
He
Supposed,
also attacks.
it wasn't supposed to be like this.
Steve, this is your show, man.
You guys have fun. with
You're
it.
the fucking god of this world. You decide what does and doesn't happen. Don't pretend like there's any accidents.
I mean, it's all in the dice. If I die, you guys have fun with your year-long campaign.
Oh,
Yeah.
we'll have
no,
you.
no, you're not allowed. You're not allowed
You're
to
not-
play anymore.
you're-
There's no
If
pubs.
I die, it's done.
You're not. You're
No,
not
no,
leaving.
no.
All right.
I can pull in a favor. I can
You signed the
pull in a
contract.
favor.
Okay. Seeing that you're down, the other goblins are going to move forward to attack the rest of the party.
God.
This one saw Ronom casting spells. It's gonna head over to it or to them and make a little slashy slash. This one is also unaffected by Bane. It wasn't one of the 3 that you targeted. Oh god, please.
Critical 30 damage.
Hey Ronom, what's your AC?
It's not 21, Steve.
Oh my god.
All right, it cuts into you, dealing 7 slashing damage.
Dude,
Okay.
goblins are on something else.
X
They're
Games
on
mode.
X Games mode.
Oh shit!
I feel like Roll20 just hates us right now.
I mean, I can't even say anything. Like, 4 of them failed to hit me the first 2 minutes we were here.
Snowloo.
Can I do a bonus action then an action,
Very nice, but I prefer to see. I feel you.
or is it the other way around?
You can use your movement, your bonus action, and action in any way you see fit. You can even break up the movement into 2 separate sections if you want to move, attack, and then move. That's totally cool as well.
In that case, I'll use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on the Paladin, which is this.
Okay,
4
4.
juice heals.
Nice.
let's go. 4 HP.
What words do you say? What is your healing word? What do you say to him?
Get back up, you nerd. Get back up, you fool.
Oh my god, they're so mean.
As I'm dying myself.
So as you hear that, Elaine, you kind of like take a deep breath and your eyes open up. You're on the ground looking up at 2 goblins who have kind of turned and aren't looking at you currently. Snowloo, that is your bonus action. You still have an action and movement.
I won't move because I'm gonna die.
You can use your full action to disengage, which lets you move away from them without taking an attack of opportunity.
I could do that, but I'll do this instead. Beg for mercy.
In your turn, you can counter-particularly distract nearby foes. When you're next to your allies, gain advantage on attack rolls against enemies within 10 feet of you that can see you.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. What do you say anything specific? Like, are you just like...
I just hold them to my wound, get on my knee, and beg the goblin. Not something in particular, it's just like a bunch of quick mumbles, panicky mumbles.
You kind of see them, like, the 2 in front of you kind of, like, elbow each other, and they're just like, nah, we don't need to worry about this one. They turn their attention to Ronan.
Oh no.
Wait, no, I'm sorry, I read this wrong. They kind of elbow each other, and they're sort of, like, looking at you. Their attention kind of drawn to, like, you sort of, like, cowering and begging before them. And their attention is drawn away from Ronan. And it is Erebus's turn.
All right. With that. Okay. With that in play, I'm gonna try to take a shot on the one right in front of Ronam.
Okay, and you will get advantage on that one.
Let's do. There we go. That's how I do advantage. Oop. Uh-oh.
Even with a 13, it just misses. Flies over its shoulder into the trees. As it's still like doesn't even notice, as it's still kind of like looking over at Snowlu. You have bonus action and movement if you'd like to use it.
I will start to move.
Just barely.
Away. He moves away.
I'm just trying to give myself a little bit of distance before.
Loki. Dark
Okay,
type, thank you.
So, I move up to around here
Okay.
because I feel like I'm being left out of the fight.
That's not smart. Okay.
Give me a better chance.
Oh, that's rad. I'll check it out.
Absolutely. I want to use Eldritch Blast again, but I'm a little. Oh, but that might fail the second time.
Sorry, you say you are casting Eldritch Blast? Yeah, it's like no worries, man.
Yeah, I'll cast Eldritch Blast.
Which one are you targeting?
The one that's next to Elaine.
The one on the left or the one on the right?
Left.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for damage. 24 does hit.
Blame.
Wait, what?
It's a mystery.
Sorry, guys.
That's strange.
I thought I had all this
It
figured
was
out.
so powerful it removed the text.
All
Maybe.
this set out. Sorry, it was grayed in, like as in an example, but so I thought it was written in. Go ahead and click it again, the damage.
Let's go. Goblin bursts in the guts.
Eldritch Blast is force damage. It slams into it. What does it look like? What color is it? Describe to me
It's
what
like-
your Eldritch Blast looks like.
It looks like a it's like this really dark color to it with like a purple tint, sort of. If you look at just right, it's mainly dark and black, and kind of takes on the shape of like a pipe almost, but not completely. Like a very distorted pipe. That's what it looks like.
Okay, I'm sorry, you're like really breaking up for me. What color was it?
A dark with a greenish, darkish tint.
Hell yeah! So is this like green, this dark greenish beam of energy slams into it, and it crumples to the ground next to Elaine.
Perfect.
And then we're going to go to the next Goblin's turn. Let's see, 1, 2 Goblins have been killed. This Goblin is sort of laughing at how pathetic Snowlu looks. And it's just like look, only this is all in Goblin. Just like look how pathetic this is. Even smaller than the smallest of the goblins. Just, we don't even need to worry about it. And he's just gonna use his turn laughing.
That's very merciful.
This goblin thinks that Elaine is dead. It just watched its buddy get blasted by magics, and he does not like that.
Oh well, too bad. Deal with it.
Going to walk up to Loki.
Great.
As it slashes into you, it is going to be dealing 8 slashing damage.
Oh, that's great. I only have 11, so that leaves with me 3.
Do you have 11 health?
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
My AC is 11, so I am
No,
left
no,
with
11. The AC doesn't change. The AC is like for you to block damage coming in. If I
Oh.
beat your AC, it does straight damage to your hit points. So you're down to 0 hit points.
I love getting party wiped by a bunch of goblins.
So you guys
I have
see.
8 hit points, which is quite small.
You're a
Yeah,
spellcaster.
most casters have or most the like the wizard, warlock, and what's the other one? Sorcerer generally start with a pretty small health pool. I think the only caster that has a good amount of HP is the cleric. Oh, and the paladin, if you want to count them as a caster.
I don't have any spells.
So you guys see Loki go down. It is Ronom's turn.
I'm gonna attack the one directly in front of me.
Okay.
With advantage.
Yep.
And I'm gonna use my longsword two-handed.
Okay.
Do I just click on the advantage?
Yep, and it'll roll twice, and it will highlight the bigger number for us. 24, that does hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. Click longsword two-handed inside the chat bear. So underneath the 824.
Oh, okay.
6 damage. That's just enough that you cleave into it. Slicing into it. It already had some minor burns from Elaine, as fire breath, and it crumples to the ground.
Perfect.
Oh.
Lovely.
Bludgeoning damage.
Oh, Steve, when you rolled the attack on Loki, did you remember to do the minus D4 from Bane on the attack roll? Would it have still hit?
Oh, good point. Yes.
It would have still hit.
Yeah.
Because these are fucking god goblins.
These are the final boss.
Warlocks just have a really low.
Really low AC.
Yeah, they. If I remember right, like heavy armor affects how the magic is cast. Elaine, it is your turn. You are currently on the ground. You've been given life from Snowlu. And you see cowering before the goblins. With that last goblin going down, you notice the other 2 goblins look really nervous.
I will use my
You've never played a game? Hell yeah,
15
well, that's cool.
movement to stand up. And then I will walk over here.
I was always kind of curious
And
about it too,
seeing
and I'm really glad I took
that
the
he looks
jump
nervous,
into it.
I will
Been playing for, I don't know, like a couple.
We don't have anybody that can understand
3 years?
Goblin.
Kill him.
Currently not
Fucking kill
anymore.
him.
Currently not anymore.
I guess I will try
Get his ass.
Like,
But that's awesome. D&D is such a great
yeah, I guess
great
I'll just
hobby.
make an attack roll.
It can be kind of hard to find the right group, but once you do, it's so much fun.
Oh.
Of course.
Unfortunately, your swing is going to miss. I actually started my campaign with this start. Hell yeah!
I am big dead.
Seeing that the goblin is just distracted.
Cobalt, have
laughing at me.
you played quite a bit? Are you
I'll get
are
back
you a
up
veteran
and
yourself?
try to stab it.
Did some renaming to
tiny
some
old
towns and
dagger.
roads overall my party made. There was through. That's awesome.
Before I do that, what's the sky like? Is it sunny? Is it cloudy?
It's still pretty clear.
Damn it.
That, as you stab into it, it kind of slides off of your dagger and just crumples to the floor dead.
Oh, nice.
Erebus.
We'll see how this goes. Gonna be
Wait.
attacking the last goblin.
I'm so sorry. Erebus, 1 second. Snowlu, you did your action. Did you want to move or use a bonus action?
Do I want? Well, yeah, I'll move. Wait. Yeah. Okay.
You're actually Erebus's buddy. You just thought I'd come support the stream. Oh hell yeah! Thanks so much for
Cure
stopping by,
wounds
man.
a bonus action.
I appreciate it.
Oh, it's a. Oh, damn it! I forgot my bad. It is an action. I'll use.
Imagine
Healing
forgetting what
word.
every single spell in the game does. How dare you?
Yeah, I had healing word in my head. Sorry.
So
I'll use that.
okay, you can do it next turn if you just stop there.
No, I'll bring it back. Just in
There is
case.
a big scary goblin staring at them.
So it's
Oh,
6.
nice. You have another one. Nice.
Yeah, this one's a bonus action. That's why I got confused.
Are you sorry? So you used healing word.
You used healing word as a bonus action instead of cure wounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Loki comes back up with 6 HP. You're still crumpled on the ground. On your turn, it'll be half your movement to stand back up.
But
Wait.
gonna miss once more on Gobbo Boy here.
I believe in
See
you.
Nah,
I will
Big
Penny.
whammies.
simply say thank you.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Big whammies.
This
Hey.
one. This one fell a little short. Kind of landed in the dirt path.
Oh my gosh.
Stabbed Loki in the back.
Oh, Jiminy. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just start moving. Skip. Again.
Okay.
All right. That's my turn.
We'll go over to Loki. You gain some life back from Snowlu as your eyes snap open, and you notice you're laying on the ground. There's a goblin standing above you. So this goblin, he looks around. He sees all his comrades have fallen. He is going to. The thing about goblins is they're sort of nimble and quick, and they are able to kind of sneak away. So he's going to disengage from you guys, and then he's going to take the dash action, which allows him to move double his movement. And he's going to try and run away.
I mean, does he have to succeed at dex checks for each one of us that he passes?
No, because he has goblins have a fun ability where they are able to disengage as a bonus action. So he uses his bonus action to disengage, which means he doesn't take any attacks of opportunity, and then he uses his full action to double move, essentially.
Okay.
Players in combat can use their action to disengage. Some classes will give you abilities that let you use your bonus action, like the goblins. So it still gives you that full action. But Ronam, it is your turn. You see this goblin turning tail, trying to run, as it sort of runs in through the trees. Would you like to pursue, or are you gonna just leave him be?
I mean, I don't have a ranged weapon, so.
Throw
Let's
a
see.
rock at.
How far can I go? 5, 10, 8, 20. You know what? I am gonna close on him. Yeah, 5.
That should be 30 for you, right?
Yeah, I think that's exactly 30.
Sick. Still have your action if you want to swing on him.
Yeah, I am gonna take another two-handed attack on him. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Which one was that? I don't think I had advantage on that. Would you like me to re-roll, or would you like to use the 14?
I'm just gonna use the left one. You slash into its back. What does it look like as you finish him off, Bear? Or I'm sorry, Ronam.
Well,
thank you so much for stopping in. I hope
this
you have a
much
wonderful
damage
night.
to him because he deserved it.
Yo! Okay. What is it? Paint us a picture here.
Well, I cut off both his legs.
Oh.
Okay, you see, like, he goes to, like, try to continue running, and it's just, like, one of those comical things where he's just, like, he has no legs, and then he's in the air for a second, and he just falls to the ground. Dead.
Okay.
And we are out of combat.
Lovely.
Alright, neat.
Do we want to end it here and pick back up with, right where we left off?
I'm gonna use some of my remaining spell slots. So I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds twice. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cast it once on Loki.
Okay. So you get another 11 HP back. You can't
And
go
I
over
think-
your maximum.
I think everyone's up and moving, right?
Not quite.
I'm at 4 health.
I'm
I
at
mean,
one,
I'm
two.
at less than half health too.
Loki did receive healing from Snowloo Bear. I don't know if you want to redistribute where you put that 11
Oh,
HP.
did he? Okay, I'm gonna use it on.
It's a big choice.
I actually don't know what everyone's at.
I'm at 1.
4.
I'll use it on Snowloo.
Yay, HP.
Okay. So get 11 HP back. Like I was telling Ghostly, or sorry, Loki, you can't go over your max if that is more than your max.
No, my max is 8. That's the max health.
Right, he redistributed it to a different character. So you received 6 healing from Snowloo, and then he gave us 11 to Snowloo instead. So you should be at 6.
I received no heal. Darn.
You received 6 from Snowloo.
Earlier, yeah. I think we should end it exactly where we are, and
Yeah.
then we can take our time to investigate
Yeah, that sounds good.
the
Yeah.
wagon and stuff later, without having to
Sounds-
feel like we're rushing that part.
Sounds
Right.
like a plan. I'm glad. Good job, guys. GG's. You guys survived your first encounter.
Barely.
I mean,
Yeah.
we actually almost did have a Goblin Slayer episode 1 situation.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
I got rolled a 19
No.
with 20 on.
I got
Almost,
rolled.
almost Goblin
Fair.
Slayer episode 1.
Yeah, I
Um,
got rolled.
Thank you so much for watching and joining us for our first session of the Lost Mines of Phandelver campaign. This group has been so much fun to DM for. I feel like they really catch their stride in session 2 and 3. It's kind of always how it is. It takes a little time for groups to get used to each other. At the time of this going up on YouTube, I believe we have played through 4 or 5 sessions live on Twitch. We've been playing these every Friday night, starting around midnight PST. Sometimes a little later, sometimes a little earlier. If you drop me a follow on Twitter or on Twitch, I'll be tweeting out the schedule and when I go live. Or if you follow on Twitch, you'll get that notification that I went live. That way you don't miss the beginning. Thank you, and we'll catch you next time.